I'm just going to keep playing the way I play, and I don't think any stage is really that too big for me. So.
What was it like watching Rojo tonight with what he was able to do running the ball?
Yeah, Rojo and Stead were awesome tonight. Our O-line, I mean, I was back there watching all those holes open up, and that was amazing what they were able to do, move those guys and stuff. So I think our O-line played their butts off, and obviously Rojo and Stead ran the ball really well.
Had you seen your coach and the opposing coach talked about how you look more comfortable every week? How has the game slowed down for you over these last 5 weeks?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to all the pressures now. I'm used to a lot of the coverages that different defenses bring. And I think that is just, I mean, it's just as you play college football, you're going to get used to it. And, you know, there was that learning experience that I dealt with in high school as well. So I think just every level that you go through, you're going to experience some growing pains. And I'm dealing with it right now, and I'm just going to keep learning from it.
Are you going to think more tonight about the 5 touchdowns or the interception when you go home?
Well, I mean, the interception was just a dumb play. So, yeah, I'm probably going to think about that a lot more. And a lot more of the opportunities that we left on the table, to be honest with you guys. But, you know, it was our offensive line played their butts off, and running backs ran the ball really well, but there is a lot of things we need to work on in the passing game.
You've talked about, you know, not turning the ball over is the most important part of games. Not that either of those were necessarily your fault, but you could have probably, you know, buried them right there instead you kind of left the door open. Talk about those 2 balls you put on the ground.
I think the 2 balls I'm doing a better job of, you know, keeping 2 hands on the ball in the pocket when I'm trying to pass. But I think those 2 fumbles that happened I was trying to throw, and you know that stuff's gonna happen. But yeah, I gotta have a better feel, I guess, for what's around me. But you know that stuff's gonna happen, but there is no excuse for it in the end.
What happened on the second one?
With Rojo.
The one with Rojo. Yeah. It's you know, it's an RPO like we've been talking about. You know, I can hand it to Rojo or I can throw it out there, and you know, it was my fault. I wrote it for a little bit. He thought I was going to hand it, and I turned out to throw it, and his elbow hit the ball out of my hand. So I think I also should have recovered that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, just dumb stuff that we got to learn from, and we will.
There's been some chatter among the respective fan bases of USC and UCLA kind of comparing you and Rosen. Is that something you're conscious of at all?
No, I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. I mean, it's good. I guess it's good media attention, but yeah, I mean, I can't really think about that kind of stuff at all, and it doesn't really cross my mind, to be honest with you.
You don't look at him as a bar or somebody to compete against at all?
Not really. No, I mean, that game's obviously huge. It's a huge game for us. Every single year, you know, it's well documented that I've been a long-time USC fan, so I know what that rivalry means, and I know how much it means to the fans and the people of LA. So it's going to be a huge game, but I don't think I really compare myself to him that often at all.
Did you spend much time around him?
I mean, we did the Elite 11 camp together and all that, but other than that, no.
You were able to spread the ball around to 4 different receivers for touchdowns tonight. What do you have to say about the way that your receivers played tonight?
Right. I mean, our receivers always do a great job getting open, and you know, huge testament to that is how well they practice and how hard they practice. You know, it's easy to go out and practice and not give it your all, especially during the season. But with how many receivers we have, you know, a ton of guys can go out there and catch the ball and score on any day. So I think as a defense, it's hard to prepare for that, and as an offense, it makes it a lot easier for me. So.
How much fun is it? How much fun is it when you recognize Daniel is going to be open on that touchdown? You make the play fake and you look, you know immediately.
Right. Yeah. I mean, their safeties are playing low in that second half, and the whole game really after we ran the ball a lot. So I think their safeties are just playing up, stopping the run, and it was a great call by T and Coach Tyson, so credit to them, and he was wide open. I just had to put it on him. I almost overthrew him, but I didn't.
You admitted you're getting more comfortable each and every week, but statistically you're improving each and every week too. Are you aware of that? Do you feel that improvement, and do you think you can get even better?
Right. I mean, I think I can definitely get better, but you know, I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. The way I assess myself is how I feel after the game about it, and how I feel about the turnovers, the touchdowns, all that kind of stuff. And when I feel good about it, I know in my head that I did well. But you know, there's a lot of stuff to learn from, like I keep saying, from today, and we will definitely learn from it.